Welcome everyone to our first semifinal matchup. We've got Murder Mastodon and Ebony Scarface taking on Esper 51 and pddcm. We'll be watching from the perspective of Murder, although I want to throw out a thank you to Xanxus for recording this for us. Murder was only able to stream it, and so Xanxus sat and watched and recorded the whole stream for us. So thankfully we got that recording. But we'll go ahead and get underway on Palace. And I'm going to turn that down a bit. Good boost mine start. I know he's been joking about this, but I think Murder's plan is to block attacks with Vacuum Wall and then hit people with Blaster. So that's the whole plan. Another boost mine goes down. Him and Ebony getting closer to where they need to be. Esper gets a tag with the Bullet of Fire. Still trying to bait out the Vacuum Wall again. Ice Sword and Blaster make for a real solid hand. He's got the ability to erase any attack thrown at him. Good combo onto PD there. Esper's lag seems to be in form today as well. Dark Hole for Ebony. Dazzle for Davio. Esper's up to +2 now. Has a chance to possibly crack a few of these shields. pddcm does lose the Power Shell. Good rally there. Keeping the pressure on Murder. Ebony's able to get some damage back onto PD, but they aren't able to take advantage of snapping that shield. Esper was able to keep the pressure on. Shield Breaker did take the Vacuum Wall as well, which is valuable. Oh, Esper loses both shields there. Now shieldless versus Fire Gehenna. He must have just barely gotten out of range of that one. Dark Hole takes a rock shot. Purify takes the heat. And Lightning Sword for the nasty combo right there. PD and Esper lost quite a bit in that exchange. Another Vacuum Wall for Murder. Because apparently he can't settle on having just one. Actually disgusting. Who runs 2 Vacuum Walls? My goodness. Glacial Wall shutting down that Dazzle now. Esper uses a Purify. Murder seems to be digging for something here. I'm not sure what. Possibly looking for Turbulence. He's overwritten a Lightning Sword, a Flame Sword, and another Flame Sword. There's Purify. What is he going for? Why is he overriding all of his attacks? What is he doing? That's 3 swords he's overwritten. He's down to 6 capsules too. He's got another red. So he's got at least one more attack. Another blaster. Is that what we've been looking for this whole time? Just a blaster? Looks like Esper has another flash hole for it too. Oh, PD gets hit by back-to-back blasters. That is not what you want to be doing. Looks like he overrode his shield in the process too. Lost a Power Shell. I guess digging for the blaster was the right call, as he's tagging him left and right with it. PD's at least got a shield again. Ice Sword. Oh, Esper gets tagged by the ice sword. Or no, he doesn't. I guess only PD was? Oh, he hit... Sorry, the lag made it a little tricky there. He hit Ebony with one. Esper gets tagged with another blaster. Murder's just able to free fire up here. Not sure how that dazzle missed Ebony. Overwrites the vacuum wall. Gets a freeze onto Esper. Found himself the vibration blaster. Now there's a turbulence, takes the dazzle and the decoy. Murder not in position. Wasn't able to take advantage of it. Oh, Esper doesn't quite jump there right. He gets up on the wall there. He's not able to jump down quick enough to get away from that blaster. Then he goes down to the second one. Oh, that's not good. Good dodge by PD there. Oh, he does lose the Psycho Shell now. Oh, goodness. He makes the pickup, but that was not clean. Definitely on the back foot right now. Ebony does eat a railgun. Nice manual, I'm assuming. Ebony goes down to Esper. Esper is also frozen, though. And Murder gets tagged by a railgun, but he just barely picks up Ebony first. Oh, nice flame sword there. Trying to fake out the shields right now. There we go. That's the flame sword for the victory, and that's the finish by Esper. That railgun put in some work there at the end of the game. They were so bad on that, you know, that advantage there. Murder and Ebony had a clear advantage with shields and health. pddcm and Esper able to claw it back there at the very end. Looks like game 2 is going to be Highway. Good laser pressure here onto Esper. And of course the boost mine. Esper guesses wrong on the laser there, jumped into it actually. And more vacuum walls. Overriding aura, must be an aura cannon deck. Trying to get an angle with his current laser setup. Nice dirty angle there from Murder. Esper is getting it from both ends right now. Oh, that fire Gehenna dodge was so close. Slide lasers, or twist lasers, still coming out and doing work here on the back end. This is not looking good for them. They don't seem to have any offensive pressure, and they're just getting tagged left and right. Sounds like a flash hole out of PD, though. Just hasn't managed to catch the lasers. Esper gets tagged twice more. And goes down. Esper, he's got the bad spawn up here, and they are abusing the heck out of him. Finally has a glacial wall, but he gets it broken immediately. Oh, he can at least relearn it. was going to say, that's tragedy right there. He finally gets a shield that can block things, and then it's immediately broken by a combo. Looks like Murder's still digging, trying to find the aura cannon. Oh, he lost his fortress at some point, so he couldn't block the fire of Gehenna. He had to waste the glacial wall on it. Esper's got to find something to stabilize. He's got another shield now. But he's vulnerable to the lasers once again. Aura cannon finally found. Vacuum wall out of Esper. He's going to get hit by one of those. Trying to run away. He does get a laser. Gets out of range of the reincarnation, but boy, he's just being chased all over the map. Disintegrate. Doesn't hit anyone, though. Looks like that was used by Esper. Esper goes down again. PD's taking some more abuse. He's only got the photon barrier for what these guys are hitting him with. Looks like he's running the optic face, but we just haven't seen any real offense out of Esper or PD. This game is not looking good for them. Vacuum wall blocks. It was hard to see there, but it did block the fire of Gehenna. Esper's now shieldless, though. Misses his lightning sword. Oh, he does get the next one. Knock Murder off. They're getting some real damage, and PD is now on vibration. He's at 11 capsules. It took him that long to get to 10. What a rough start for PD as well. Hadn't even noticed that. But now they finally got some vibration pressure where they can shoot back. Esper finally doing a little better dodging the lasers up top. Dark hole for Ebony. He's going to shut down some of that laser pressure. Esper gets behind the wall just in time to dodge that. Turbulence takes nothing from anyone. Looks like Esper had an orb. He uses a heat now. But he's still got that atrocious spawn down there. Tags Ebony, but he gets tagged by a laser himself. I can't tell if he died before the turbulence went off or if it was orb and it still didn't take it, because he was frozen when that turbulence went off. And I'm not sure you can take an orb even while frozen. PD makes yet another pickup, trying to keep the pressure on. They've definitely got spawn advantage so hard over here. Finally, Esper and PD move out of there. Probably the best case scenario for them. Flash hole broken. Murder takes one laser. Trying to use that pole there. That was some good jump dodging by Murder there. For all he likes to joke about how he can't dodge, and so he prefers shields, he's still pretty good at it. Takes down Esper, but Esper is right next to PD, so it's an easy pickup. Needs to be careful, though, because he could drop him right into Ebony and Murder's firing lane. Looks like PD's going to come across the map first. Murder's going to self-sacrifice there so Ebony can make a quick pickup. Esper's at 2 health now. Goodness, that early game for Esper and PD was just brutal. The fact that they're still in it's rather impressive. Esper caught up in that spawn, and PD not making 10 aura until 11 capsules remaining. That's brutal. He's running his optic faith. I know that arsenal. I used to run with it all the time. Brutal. PD taking a lot of damage, but Esper makes the pickup. Ebony loses the dark hole. Now, if they can reposition and get some vibration laser pressure, they've got both Ebony and Murder shieldless. Murder's got the superior angle here with the twist laser up here. They can't hit him with the laser, even while he's hanging in the air, I'm pretty sure. Esper goes down, is revived behind Murder, trying to put some pressure onto Ebony. Doesn't connect. Neither does the Rian. PD with some good dodges there on the bridge. Oh, he goes down. Esper now trapped at 1 health, shieldless against the Rian and the laser. He's going to go down to 1. There's no way he makes it up that staircase. And goodness, yeah, that start just wasn't something they could come back from. They were never able to really maneuver into superior positioning, whereas Ebony and Murder could fire from their bases, or they could move up and have superior positioning on top of them as well. Cards were stacked against them in the start there, but an impressively long game despite those odds. We'll have to see where Game 3 goes to. Looks like we're going to be headed to City for Game 3. Well, I'll be. We're not running Nature Optic with vacuum walls anymore. We're just running Faith Nature with vacuum walls. So I think in this one, rather than hit with Blaster, I think he wants to hit with Fire of Gehenna and erase him with vacuum wall. Esper loses his auto shell, fires off a Blaster. He is shieldless in this spawn, another bad spawn against the Fire Gehenna. Reincarnation and Fire Gehenna hit, and dang, PD's only got the Dazzle to help out. Esper's got to hope his hand is good to go, and he's just going to have to run. Now he's in the firing lane again. Doesn't hit him with the Fire Gehenna. Surprise. There it goes. Free hit. They're at least trading back on a Murder, so they're not that far ahead, but Esper has... He can't go to his base. He does not get to go home for most of this game. Like, that is just complete trapped in there. Is PD also down low, or is PD up high? I'm not sure. I'm asking my co-caster that doesn't exist. Ebony's sticking around in Esper's base. He's still got that reincarnation that he is shieldless against. Murder actually drops the Fire Gehenna, despite the pressure that he could have kept on Esper with it. Ebony unable to take advantage of the shieldless Esper either. Dragon Slayer and Lightning Sword take 2 shields. Esper is real low, but Ebony's now in a vulnerable position as well. Looks like Murder accidentally hit a start button there. Esper finally gets a shield, and Ebony decides to just take his way back out of there. Esper's finally stabilizing. Such a rough early game here. Shieldless against the Fire Gehenna and the reincarnation in that spawn. I honestly think Ebony and Murder could have taken better advantage of that. Chooses to block the Vibration Blaster with the Fortress. Dragon Slayer takes the Fortress, and now he could lose the Vacuum Wall. Another Dragon Slayer, this time from Ebony onto PD. They seem to have a read here that the more Dragon Slayers they use, the more they can get through these shields and cause some real pain. But don't worry, Murder's got more. That's how I always feel. Like, you hit them with the Dragon Slayer, it's like, what was the point? They just go pick up another. We've got so many. Takes the rock shot. Esper now, it's +2. Looks like he's hoping to break some shields. Misses the block. The arrogance, standing on the shield, and then he doesn't even block the Rian. His Glacial Wall can stop everything they have right now, but not if he doesn't time it. Flash Hole takes that one. Murder's going to retreat. He leaves Ebony in a 2v1. He's going to be vulnerable down there. There's Ice Swords and Blasters. One connects, so now he's frozen. He can't block. Esper does take a Rian. But Ebony's at 1 as well. Psycho Shell for PD. Revives his partner. Smart call. Esper with a good sword cancel. Takes the Vacuum Wall with a Lightning Sword. Now shieldless, and we're getting some just general lag on the stream. Esper goes down, but it sounds like Murder did as well. Ebony makes his pickup. Esper is also picked up by PD. Nice Lightning Sword by Murder. PD now shieldless against the reincarnations. Dodging left and right. The stream is lagging for us a bit. City is just turning into a crapshoot here. Esper takes another big hit. Ebony goes down. Turbulence finally takes the Dazzle. Ebony's not dead? I can't tell. I guess he just hit Esper. He can't be dead. That's going to be a rough pickup for PD now. Esper dies on the box. A lot of pressure there with the reincarnations. One more hit will do it. And they stagger the attacks well enough. That's a 2-game lead now for Murder and Ebony. And our video quality went down quite a bit there after all the action going down on City. Looks like we're headed to lane next. PD's got some early speed ups, but the Armoros will get rid of that. That could be very debilitating if he doesn't get what he needs to fix his stats. Already has a refresh. Luckily enough. Looks like Nature. Crap. Faith, Psycho. Can't even name the schools here. For a Psycho Burst setup, eventually. Ebony might be running some Quantum Amps or something to help facilitate that. Actually overwrites it for now. Might have another one later. Murder is very fond of just having copies of attacks in deck, not a whole lot of diversity in his attacks. He'll pick 3 or 4 attacks and have 2 of each. Esper uses up the Glacial Wall on the Fire Gehenna, hits a Vacuum Slash. Does eat a Reincarnation in reply, but that's a 9 for 3 trade early on. Does lose a shield for it, though. Turbulence. Takes a yellow and a green. Seeing a lot of Turbulence out of Ebony and Murder this series. I think they've used at least 1 or 2 Turbulences every game. All Turbulence and all shields. Team no one gets to have fun. Oh, Angel's Wing. Actually hits his partner too, so he takes a shield from his partner as well. But he's now not able to block that Lightning Sword. He loses a Flash Hole, and Esper's just going to town. No shield is safe today. Fire Gehenna, not shot from the best angle it would appear. Doesn't quite hit. Loses another Flash Hole. The chaos continues. Esper is just getting everybody today. Have you paid your shield tax? That last one on a murder was a little hard to see, but in the chaos of the base, it was going to be hard to block anyway. Esper and murder, or excuse me, Esper and pddcm just putting up a kill zone there in murder's base. Got so many shields. I mean, murder's still got 2 more, so it's not like it matters. Whatever. Turbulence doesn't take that. Looks like it was an amulet this time. I actually don't know what PD's other school is. I'm assuming it's Psycho Faith. I've noticed the Faith. I haven't noticed what else he's got. He's got the Lunar Force now. 2 Psycho Shells. I think Esper's still running the Flame Sword. Looks like he dropped the Ice Sword, possibly, or the Lightning Sword, depending on the cost. Ebony's got another shield, too, so all that shield holocaust doesn't seem to have mattered. Does manage to catch the Lightning Sword of Ebony there. Esper lost both shields, though. The combo dealt 8 and broke his fortress. Now shieldless against the reincarnation. PD actually picks up the Lunar Force, that or Ebony did. And the Glacial Wall is at least able to block again. Otherwise, he would have immediately lost that one as well. Oh, the Lightning Sword catches him through the wall. That's always so tricky on whether or not it will or not. So he loses 1 Psycho Shell, but there's still another Psycho Shell. But I think that's 5 shields he's lost now. Esper and pddcm showing they are prepared to get through the number of shields they have. Going for the revive. Ebony actually decides to hold murder as a trophy for a little bit. Doesn't want to drop him right in the middle of them sitting on his base. And Esper's still using rapid cannon for some unidentifiable reason. I see him use that all the time, and just doesn't make sense to me. Murder drops the fire cannon in favor of a Psycho Burst now. Gets some Rain of Stones pressure. He really likes the rain on this map. Things have slowed down a little bit for the moment. They really want to stabilize after how much they lost early. Vacuums. Oh no, that's an Excalibur. PD is huge right now. He breaks the Glacial Wall of Ebony as well. Oh, Esper eats the Psycho Burst. Jumping down. That was arrogant right there. And he goes down to the Ice Sword. What a throw by Esper when he could have just stayed up high and dodged the stones. PD using the shelf there to keep himself safe from the stones. Can he block enough reincarnations with the Psycho Shell? Yes, he can. What a beastly pickup by PD. Playing a jumper this time. Cannot cartwheel them. Looking to line up the Psycho Burst. Oh, he goes up into the lift and eats a reincarnation. That was a little too far back. Ebony now trying to make the pickup. PD misses the Excalibur. Gives the pickup for free. It's always at the end of the game when things are getting tight here that our quality goes down on the stream. Esper and PD are pretty healthy though, still 10 and 17. Murder's at 2. He's been really abused this time. I believe Ebony's close to 10, but the quality drop is right on top of his name. A nice hit! Esper might be down in the lift. Or no, that's pddcm. Hits for 11, but not dead. Ice Sword's not connecting, but the Rian does. PD goes from 17 to 3 in a matter of seconds. Vibration Blaster still not cracking that Psycho Shell. Esper's never gotten the heat on where he can start cracking shields. If he finds one, they're in serious trouble. Well, no, Murder's got another shield in base, so what a... That's like 7 shields. My goodness. I'm physically nauseated by this number of shields. Glacial Wall freezes Ebony. Oh, PD goes down right around the lift. Looks like he's still going to be retrievable, though. He's not quite in the center of it. Esper even manages to walk around and get it. Doesn't even have to fly up in the air. Murder's going to have to drop something. Goes for the Rain of Stones drop. Murder goes down to a Rian. Ebony's got a somewhat long pickup here, but it's not the worst spot to be in. PD and Esper control the territory and the narrative. They're actually going to ignore the corpse, and they're going to try and chase him down. Ebony's making some good ground, though. I don't think they're going to be able to catch up to him. I think he's got this fairly cleanly. Esper actually manages to cut across and cut him off a bit. But he manages another dash across the middle of the map, and there he goes. That's almost free. Wonderful pickup by Ebony Scarface. Murder goes down, though, immediately again. He just can't seem to stabilize right now. Ebony with another fantastic pickup here. He does lose his shield to it, though, and that could be huge. After how many shields he's already lost. Oh, my goodness. Turns it into a bloodbath down there. PD loses his shield. Esper loses his health. This game is on a knife's edge right now. Esper goes down. Wait, what? Is that... What happened? Hold up. Let me go back. Okay, so we've got... Let's pause for a second. We got Esper at 3, PD at 1, Murder at 1, Ebony at 7-ish, it looks like. It's hard to tell. What does Esper die to? Okay, he's up there. Have we seen Ebony? Do we know where Ebony is at the moment? Let's go back a bit. So Ebony was down there. Oh, that's where the swords all went down. Ebony goes that way. Alright, so he's going up. So he's over there. Over there. Okay. He could be on those roofs over there at this point. Esper does die to something. Looks like Ebony came across and hit him with a Rian. Oh wait, was it the timer? Is that what this was? Let's go back a second. Where's our timer? Oh, the timer's covered up, but it does look like the game time's out. So that was a draw. Okay. Alright. The little majogger down here covered up the timer for me. Not that you can see it with some of the quality anyway. But that looks like it was a draw. Looks like our next map is Refinery then. With a draw. Still a 2-1 lead for Murder and Ebony. Not quite the start he's looking for. Overwrites an early Armoro. Dark Hole, Flash Hole. Not able to use any of his attacks. He's either going to have to sacrifice his shield, which I guess it is murder, so he's got 7. No problem sacrificing one, but he sacrifices the Fire Gehenna instead. Esper doesn't quite lose his reincarnation, I don't think. Maybe he did. But he had 6 aura. I shot one. Murder gets tagged again by the rock shot. They're abusing him pretty well. Ebony does not care to block on that one. He doesn't get hit, but not caring to show his shields yet. Rain of Stones. Very difficult to erase. Especially in this game of attrition. He does finally Dark Hole the rock shot. PD loses a shield to a lightning sword. Overwrites his Psycho Burst for another Psycho Burst. Overwrites the Dark Hole for the... He breaks the Flash Hole on Esper, so he's now shieldless. Esper gets hit, but so does Ebony. Sounds like Flame Sword for Lightning Sword, but there was no shield to take. PD's up to +2 speed. Drop that Armoros early, but he's got the second one on bench. So he'll be able to do that. Esper might be able to tag him while he does it, though. Uses the lift to get away from the reincarnation. That one will hit, though. Well timed. Murder's getting pretty deep into this deck, though. Overwritten 2 Fire Gehennas, overrode a Dark Hole, overrode a Psycho Burst. So I think he's down to mostly the Psycho Burst and Rain of Stones. I'm not sure how much else he has left in the tank if he loses the Psycho Burst. Well, he spawns another attack because... Well, it got shattered, too. He could be looking for the attrition victory here. PD needs to fix that negative speed, though, because that's going to be real harsh against those stones. If I were Murder, I would be sticking to pddcm like glue with those Rain of Stones. -2 speed is so hard to dodge the rains. Armoros. Esper the hero puts him back at positive speed. PD's looking for more capsules to pop. Oh, he gets another. That's 2 more attacks from Murder. Takes the blaster, though. So there's Flash Hole down. He's down to the Psycho Shell, Psycho Burst, and Rain of Stones. That might be his final hand for the game. He may not have much else. In fact, 3 aura on the bench. He's going to pick up 1. A conservative burn. Looks like PD's other arsenal, or other school, was Optic, so I don't know if we should expect the violent change. Murder's down to 4, though. He really doesn't want to go below 4, if he can afford it. The extra Flash Hole is nice. Can maybe get a few more attacks with that. Oh, Shatter, though, will take that. And Murder can't do anything about it because his base is under an overhang. He either has to sit next to his capsules in order to be in melee range, or he can't hit him with the Rain of Stones. There is the violent change. I think that came out of Esper, though. So it looks like they were sitting on it. Murder's out of the game. Ebony's at 1. This is looking super bad. Like, I don't think there's any way he wins this. 1 health to 14 and 17. That's... I'd say that's like 99.5% game. Ebony would have to play the absolute game of his life. And Murder would have to hit like back-to-back Psycho Bursts on his next res. Like, that's the only scenario. And they're shattering Ebony, too. PD can do that for free. I don't know if they have another violent change ready to go if they get him low enough. Breaks the glacial wall. Dodges the Rian. Esper's at 4. Or excuse me, Ebony's at 4. He goes down. Murder can at least make the pickup and give him some health. Oh, the dazzle combo after faking enough flash holes. Oh my goodness, what a clean game actually from PD and Esper right there. The shatter and the violent change were a pretty good call, noticing that Murder had been digging a little too freely. Maybe that's the secret to taking them down, is taking the capsules. This brings us to 2-2 and a tie. Easily our longest series of the tournament and the closest. That last match being an exception. Where does Game 5 take us? Looks like we might have a bit of a lobby and connection issues to skip here. Game 5 is going to be on Panorama of all levels. The crapshoot level. Murder's got a turb. Mephisto's fire. Gonna Mephisto's now, or is he gonna hold on to it for a minute? I often like to see what the second capsule spawn is before you use something like that, unless you are going for the Enviro hang early. Pick up the ice sword. Yeah, you could wait for the third spawn, just see if you get your shield or if you want to pick up an extra aura. He's got a fortress on the spawn. Yeah, it's fair to override it in there as well. If you don't have anything crucial you're looking to get, if it's more of a stopgap to make sure you get what you need at good times. Turbulence will take away that Tiger Strength as well. Smart play out of Murder. Deals a nice 6 damage onto PD as well. Tech Circle keeps himself safe. I've always thought that's such an odd name for a shield. Protect Circle. This is my safe place. Can't touch me here. Protect Circle. Not safe, unfortunately, from the Ice Sword. Ebony takes a big hit from the ricochet of Esper. Teams are trading fairly evenly, and we're seeing Panorama be Panorama things. The coin flip map for Game 5 feels so risky. This would have been Ebony and Murder's choice, too. They lost the last game. Trying to catch that Rico now. PD's taking a chance coming down here. Giga Ruin out of Esper. Doesn't quite connect. But it is cheeky and I don't hate it. Flash Hole will take the Willow. PD misses, isn't quite able to connect that lightning sword to capitalize on the chaos given him by the ricochet laser. It's a good plan though. Get them trying to dodge and block the lasers and then take the shield. Laser cell now for Esper. Seems other people are under the same impression. A lot of power shell and laser shell being used by Esper and PD, and it has blocked quite a bit for them in this series. Esper does get a cheeky little hyper kick there. Nobody's really able to get through each other's shields right now, so it's just kind of tit for tat here, a little bit back and forth. Nobody's willing to commit too hard. It seems like Esper's actually just manual aiming the lasers now, which is a good call. That or just shoot him at Ebony, one or the other. Ebony can't erase him at the moment. I think he's got Faith, though. I think it's Faith Psycho. Ice Sword taken. But the Lightning Sword does connect. It takes the flash hole, though, so Fortress is still there. But Esper can now shoot with abandon with the lasers. Murder's going to go back and dig a little. Has another Turbulence, but no way to get rid of the +1 on PD at the moment. Picks up the Lucifer's Arrow. Not quite able to use it. Ebony takes another tag. If they weren't certain what shield he still had, he has now shown it. Laser Cell blocks the re-in, although Esper mistimed the first one. Ebony's gotten tagged all the way down to 2, though. That slow attrition could be trouble for them. Murder with a couple of fast blocks. Manages to avoid all the damage there. Oh, that's a good one. Good combo. Fire the laser a little bit first, and then the second bounce comes back around while he's trying to block the re-in. He manages to get the revive, but he goes down right after. Ricochet putting in work now. Back-to-back 6 damages. Ebony out there sounds like trying to hit some hyper kicks. Or no, it's Esper with the hyper kicks. Managed to hit Ebony once, it looks like. +2 speed now for Ebony. Looks like he's going to be running that Psycho Burst deck. We haven't really seen him with any real offense yet, though. Perhaps not getting the best draw. Murder really wants to get into that. He's willing to just throw the Fire Gehenna to try and get there so he can finally use Lucifer's Arrow. PD actually gets crushed by it, too. Goodness. Down to 2. Drops the Fire Gehenna now, which is a good call. It's getting expensive, and Esper gets crushed by it as well, but he erases it. Erase Shell. He takes a lot of damage, but he takes it with the Erase Shell. PD kills himself so Esper can make the pickup. Very good situation for them. Murder's low on attacks. Such a good read bringing the Erase Shell here to get rid of the Lucifer's Arrow and tanking it there. If they happen to have another violent change, they could pull off the same thing they did on Refinery. Murder's getting low. Darkhold does finally take that first Ricochet laser. You have to assume that since that's the first one they've taken, that he's got another. And he's already using it, so color me vindicated. Takes the laser blade. Oh, he loses the Fortress to the Lightning Sword, but he's got to. His name is Murder Mastodon. Don't you underestimate that. He's got another shield on bench, too. 1 health against all those Ricochet lasers flooding into the room, though, is kind of scary. Esper and PD definitely hold the upper hand here in where their arsenals and hands are looking at, as well as health. Laser Shell. Still doing work there. Ebony, I think he broke a Fortress at least, but he loses the Psycho Burst. Ebony makes another good pickup there. Murder is not going to pick up that other shield. Doesn't even look at what it was. He doesn't want to risk the violent change again. PD and Esper just come in with such a good read in here. Turbulence going to take the yellow. Not sure what it was. But he's down to 3 now. So if that violent change exists. Another Lucifer's Arrow. Murder's been waiting for this. Apparently he packed 2. Needs to get somewhere safe to use it. Trying to catch that hyper kick. He's gonna get caught by some lasers in a second. Hitting some more Lucifer's arrows. Could have maybe gotten 2 on the PD there if he cast it back to back. Staying away from the lasers. That Lucifer's arrow could be enough to maybe tilt this in their favor. Coming out to fight it out in the open, trying to lessen the effects of the ricochet laser, but he goes down. Ebony goes down to the combo. Rian and hyper kick take game 6. And Murder and Ebony Scarface are eliminated. pddcm and Esper are your finalists in one of the longest, most grueling series we've had in any tag tournament. 50 minutes skipping menu time. My goodness, congratulations on making finals to pddcm and Esper 51.